Hello and welcome back. My name is Annika and this is Luminix, and I am here to be a clear and an open channel for pure divine love, for spirit, for source, for God to stream through to bring daily messages that are for the highest and the greatest good of all. And I am posting every single day, so if you feel called to return back, then I welcome you to do so. But if this is all that you need, then this is perfect. So I invite you to let go, to breathe, and to feel into your heart. Breathing deeply, surrendering and letting go, and allowing the divine to open you up to the perfect degree, opening and closing your energetic centers to the perfect degrees that are most necessary in this moment, that are most helpful for helping you to receive and to take aligned action on what it is that you do receive. Breathing, surrendering, and letting go. Feels like it's time for the light to enter into your heart again. It's time to feel the connection of Source channeled through your crown, your third eye, your throat, anchored into your heart, holding this light. And then the light from the center of the earth, the core of the earth, channeling up through your root, your solar plexus, your root, your sacral, your solar plexus, and rooting into your heart. And feeling this opening, this pulsating orb of light within your heart that extends up and down and all around your being, encompassing you in this love, holding you here, present. What is it that we are ready to learn and to hear and to experience from this present state of being? We always have the freedom to ask what it is that we may need based upon what we feel internally, because what we feel, what we experience, how we show up is how we create our lives. And so all of the answers that we may need exist within. Yes, we do receive reflections and wisdom from others outside of us. Yet, what we truly need, what we truly are here to understand, it always comes from within us. We can ask, thank you, angels and guides, for removing, for releasing from me all fears, all doubts, all worries. Thank you for removing and releasing this from me now with ease. What is this direct sensation here to teach me? What is this sensation here to tell me? Thank you, angels. Thank you, guides, for showing me clearly what it is that I am here to know from this space about this energy. And then we see and we feel and we know how every action that we have made, every prayer we have sent, every word we have spoken creates our lives, one step to the next, to the next. Gratefully so. We're reminded of our power. We're reminded of our strength. We're reminded of our ability to create, to use our healing gifts, to heal ourselves and our bodies and our realities into ones that feel really exuberant, really alive, really aligned, really in love, over the top in their pure expression, in all that we experience. We take the pain that we have once experienced and we allow it to be what pushes us forward, the catalyst to living the life we have always dreamed of, because we know how it feels to be so deeply within the spaces of suffering that we know that that is not what we wish to exist within anymore. And so we ask, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, guides. Thank you, angels. Thank you, higher self, for guiding me, for steering me through the pain. Thank you for helping me to be present in it fully, to honor it, to know what it is that it has to teach me. But then, once I am done, thank you, Spirit, for catapulting me forward, choosing a life beyond the suffering, choosing a life beyond the suffering in the present experience of suffering. How do we do that? We feel it. We feel it fully, and we know that it is all just an experience and a sensation and something that our bodies or our souls need to purge out of us. That there is something within it that is ready to share with us, and so we listen deeply. And we hear, and we feel, and we see, and we know. We breathe. We hear, and we listen deeply. Finding stillness, groundedness, centeredness. In the midst of turmoil or uprootment, we find our ground. Our roots grow deeply into the earth. And we remain sturdy and strong like the great oak tree, or a great white pine, a great grandmother cedar, or willow, or spruce. We remain rooted, grounded, yet knowing that we are also the one who flies, the one with wings, the one with 4 legs who can run fast and strong and far. We can soar in the clouds and dive down into the sea. We can swim. We are the ones who breathe with the wind, for the wind is what breathes us. We allow ourselves to fall with the changing leaves, the seasons. We allow the winters to bring about our rightful deaths in the darkest of the still night. We allow what needs to end to fall away. A final death before the new spring light. A thank you and a goodbye. We just let it go. And we move forward. We move forward into the new spring, into the creation, into all the seeds that we have planted. We move forward into the bright days, out of the long nights. We move forward while still being in that space between, allowing the death to fall, allowing the death to meet its final end, while also feeling and knowing and seeing and experiencing the new life. We hold this great balance between the two, this in-between space where we exist in one moment and feel the newness in the next. And we feel what feels like life, what feels alive, and we use that as what pulls us forward, as the space and the seeds of creating something new, of planting our great gardens. The center oak in the center of the forest. Great and strong and true, rooted and full of life. We now bring the life up from the earth into our bodies. Energy flows up and in and out in order to grow our new leaves, our buds. We feel this pulsating energy traveling up through us. And still, there is the hibernating end within the center that is ready for its release, that is ready for its death, and we need not force it, for it comes in its own time. But in and as it does, we're able to let it go, to honor it, to say thank you, and I forgive you, and I love you, and thank you for it all. Thank you for it all, and I am ready to lay you to rest. I am ready to say my final goodbyes to this old way, this past story, this old belief. I am ready to let you go now. Though my heart still feels for you, I know it is time to lay you down and trust that the wild foxes or the coyotes or the wolves or the hawks or the eagles or the crows will honor you. They will guide you. For your soul has already traveled on. And now we say goodbye to the physical form. Under spruce trees, and with the help of Great Willow, we say, with our roots in the waters, connected all across this great land, the water carries our stories, our memories, our hopes and our dreams and our fears. The water carries these. And like Great Willow, we are able to stay rooted within the earth, yet also we receive so much of our nourishment from these waters. From the great icebergs that are now releasing their ancient codes that have been frozen in time and place for so long. They are being released to travel into the waters that we now connect ourselves to heal, to receive all the love, and to let what is not of truth for us to flow out of us. What is no longer serving us, we allow it to float away down the stream in our red spindly roots. The love remains. But all that's not flows away. We let our grief go. We feel it so fully. And we let it go. Because new life is ready to be born. It's ready to be created. It's ready to be brought forth. Your words, your stories, your truth, all that has made itself known within this great winter. all that you have discovered, all that you have let die in order to open the space for the new. It's ready to be received by us. By the world, by your family, your soul family, your immediate family, your communities, your star families, your family in the natural world, for we are all part of the natural world. We're ready to receive you now, what it is that you have been called forth to create, whether that be a song or a poem, a recipe, a child, a home, a connection, a painting, a way of thinking, a modality, a quilt, an outfit, a new way to style your hair, whatever it is that you feel called to create, that has called you to create it through your vessel. You are ready to share that now. And know that your roots are always rooted within the earth and within the waters that cleanse you, the waters that bring you the divine inspiration and the love that you may need, and that you are worthy of living in every instance. They will wash the smell of death from your bones. They will cleanse you. They will purify you. Great willow stands beside you. You no longer need to carry the ancient suffering of all your lineage, of all your ancestors, of all your past lives. You do not need to carry it anymore. Trust that you have received the gifts and the lessons from all of their and your collective experiences, but also know that you do not need to live and to suffer anymore. You're ready to let that go and to live free. You help us all the most when you are shining in your light, but do not disregard the importance and the power of the dark. The womb where no light is just as vital for creation as the bright sun. All is essential. All parts are vital in order for us to exist and to work and to live and to play and to rejoice in harmony, in true harmony with spirit, with our higher selves, with God, with Gaia. This is my message. This is the message of spirit. If you feel called to share messages like this, then do it. Then create them. Birth them through your being. We're going to get one archetype card to guide us through the rest of this day. What energy do we need with us to support us? What energy do we already have within us that is ready to be seen, to be shown, to come online? Okay, we've got a couple. All right. Okay. We have the Mystic. It says it revels in intimate union with the divine. We also got the Seeker. Thirst for wisdom and truth wherever you are. And finally, the Artist. Expressing a dimension of life that is just beyond the five senses, inspiring others to see life symbolically. All right, and there were a couple more. Destroyer, releasing what is potentially destructive. Preparing for new life. That is the death, that is the end. All right, we also got the Virgin. Maintaining symbolic purity of heart and spirit. And then the Slave. Surrendering your power of choice to the divine with complete trust. You always have choice in how you dance and how you move. But when we allow the divine to move us, what we create is beyond what our human minds may have ever known. When we allow our divinity to move us, to create through us. What opens up and what is shown and what is shared is simply that, something we just could not have ever known. And so we surrender and we trust and we take the steps and we allow ourselves to release and let go and to fall back into those divine loving arms. And our lives just open, they blossom, they expand beyond what we could have ever known. Allowing what needs to be released, and allowing what needs to be brought forth, to be brought forth. And then we create and we build our lives. And then there's an open canvas, an open opportunity, an open card for whatever it is that wants to be created. I love you. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye.